welcome to our weekly wellness sessions. So I'm going to give everyone a chance to kind of come in a little bit. Let's do a little bit of warm up, okay? So we're going to start by just doing some total body tapping using the palm of our hand. Starting with the arm, we're going to go down the back of the arm and up the front. Good. We're just waking up the chi, opening up our energy pathways, opening up our minds and hearts, opening up our bodies. Let's go down the other arm. Good. Move the back. You can get to your chest. Good. Hello, good morning. We're just warming up, doing some total body tapping, moving down to our bellies and to the back. Tapping over the kidneys, down, get the butt, around the front. Good, and then let's go down the legs. So we go down the front, being sure to get the ankles and up the back, down the side, and then up the front, down the back, and up the side. Good, okay, let's do the other side. And down the front, up the back, down the sides, up the front, down the back, and up the sides. You can just clean up tapping anywhere that you feel like needs a little extra love. Awesome. All right. I feel like a little buzzing, like a little energy jacket around after we do that. So. Now that we're a little bit open, let's get into our topic for this week, which is really about perspective and about gratitude. So if you caught my video from the other day, you saw all the leaks that we had in our ceiling. We were using just about every container that we could find to catch them all. And, you know, it was disappointing at first because we're in a brand new house. We knew there was a little bit of a fixer-upper element to it. We had things that we really wanted to do, like the old owners, you know, had a dog, so the rooms with carpet don't smell very good. We wanted to get that taken care of, right? We wanted to get some fresh paint on the walls, things that were really aesthetic to make it just look beautiful. And the second day that we were here, we had a plumbing issue with a bathroom that was just redone by the sellers, and it leaked water into the wall, down into the bathroom below, so we have to get that taken care of. And then it rained, and all of a sudden we have 1,000,000,001 leaks in our roof, so we need a new roof. So it is easy to get discouraged when you want to do something and the universe says, you need to do this other thing first, right? But if you just flip the perspective a little bit, it's not that hard to say, oh my gosh, I'm really glad that I didn't go spending a whole lot of money dealing with floors just to make things look a little bit nicer when I really needed a new roof, right? Spend an hour in a house with a roof that's leaking out of a dozen places, and I will tell you nothing is going to sound nicer to you than having a roof that's intact that does not leak. So I'm so grateful that we didn't do the little things that we wanted to do before the things that needed to be done sprouted up and demanded our attention. And I think that the more that we can learn to take these things that at first seem like disappointments and use them as information. Oh, this thing was going on already. I just didn't know about it. I'm so glad the universe showed it to me at a time and a place where I could do something about it. I think the more we can go through life with that perspective, the less tension, the less stress, the less internal turmoil we're gonna feel, you know? The other thing that was happening too, when I was thinking about all the things that I wanted to do with this house, I was getting super stressed out and overwhelmed about picking the perfect floor color, the perfect vanity. Like, oh my gosh, if I don't get it right, then I'm gonna wanna change it. We would have wasted all of this money, and there's 1,000,000,001 choices out there, yada, 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 right? So the other thing that having all of these necessary repairs show up has done for me is really focused my attention. Oh my gosh, floor choice doesn't matter. When it comes time to do the floors, I'm just gonna have them match what's already here, right? Oh my gosh, the perfect vanity, it doesn't matter. Is it the right size? Does it work? Is it good quality? Okay, good. Because what we really need is to make sure that the roof over our heads is solid, right? And that the plumbing is not leaking into the wall every time that we flush. So I understand that this is easier said than done for a lot of us. I myself have a hard time flipping into gratitude sometimes. And so I wanted to share with you a really, really beautiful, simple, and fast hack that I learned from my dear, dear, dear friend and colleague, Dr. Reshma Patel, that I think is a wonderful way to sort of fake it till you make it into gratitude, and it can really flip the switch pretty fast. So she tells the story of how she was climbing Mount Kilimanjaro with her family. And she had decided to go on this trip relatively late into the game. She had not had a lot of time to train for the climb. And so one of the techniques that she used to help herself get to the top is every step that she took, she just said, thank you. Every step, thank you, thank you, thank you. Even when it felt really hard, even when she was getting out of breath, even when every muscle in her body was aching, thank you, thank you, thank you. And using this, even without being able to do the amount of training that she wanted to do, she was able to make it all the way to the top of Mount Kilimanjaro and back down again. And so as I was moving a lot of our boxes into the house the other day, I was struggling. We got a dolly to help us, but we don't actually have a solid paved walkway up to our house here. We have a lot of loose rock, gravel, and then these pavers that are separated by about 6 inches apiece. So there's nothing smooth for wheels to roll on. And so I was trying to lug this big heavy dolly full of boxes through this loose gravel. And it was really hard, it was really demanding. And all of a sudden I remembered this tool that she had shared with me, and I was like, what the hell, I'm just gonna try it. And so every step I took, I said, thank you, thank you, thank you. And it sounds crazy, but I kid you not, when I started doing that, I started moving faster, it was easier, it was almost like I had a little bit of a superpower, and I got it done way faster than I otherwise. In a situation that is really bringing you down, really trying to drain your energy, or in a situation where you don't know if you're gonna be able to finish, just give it a shot. Try saying thank you. And even if you don't feel thankful at the beginning, I can almost guarantee you it's not going to take you very long at all to get to a place of true gratitude and true thankfulness. And I think your performance is going to go up when you get there. Okay, so that's my spiel for today. Why don't we do a little qigong, get our energy flowing, get us in the right state for the rest of our weekend and the week ahead, okay? I'm going to take a step back so you can see more of me. I think I'm going to go beyond this carpet because I don't want to slip. So for those of you that came in a little bit late, not late, for those of you that joined us after we did our warm-up, we already did some total body tapping. And so if you weren't here with us for that, why don't you go ahead and do that now. For those of you that we're going to do some total body tense and release. So this is where you stand with your feet a little bit wider than shoulder width distance apart. You inhale as you bring your arms up over your head, and as you exhale, you squeeze every single muscle in your body. And then you let it go. Okay, so face to, chest, arms, hips, butt, legs, every muscle you can think of. Let's do that again. Inhale up, and exhale, squeeze every muscle in your body. And let it out. Okay, this time we're going to do it again, but arms are going to go out to the side. So inhaling up, exhaling, squeeze. And out. And one more time. Inhale up, exhale, squeeze. All right. And now that we've wrung out all of that tense, stagnant, blocked chi, let's brush it off. And again, you got to get every part of your body, right? And I even like to get my head, face, and neck. And then you just flick it off your fingers. Okay, so today I thought we would do a move that really helps to integrate the 3 energy centers, your lower, middle, and upper dantians, because when we talk about gratitude, I often think about the middle dantian, the heart center, but it's so much easier to recognize situations. Well, I think you can be grateful for every situation. It's so much easier to recognize the thing for which you should be grateful in each situation when you're grounded, really rooted and balanced, which requires your lower dantian, and when you have a higher perspective, which requires your upper dantian. So I've only done this move once before in these videos. If you've been with me every week, you'll recognize it. Otherwise, this is going to be new for you. We're going to do one move today, but it's going to take all your concentration, and it's going to be a really good energy workout, okay? So for this one, our stance is a little bit different. Instead of having your feet turned out and your knees bending out gently over the feet, you're going to actually turn your feet inward. So you're pigeon toeing a little bit, and the knees go with it. That is because instead of going up and down with this move like we're usually doing the rising and the fall, we're going to be twisting from side to side. And as you do, it's really important the center line stays stagnant, right? Or stays where it is. In other words, we're turning around a fixed point. We're not dancing and swaying from side to side, okay? So this is a no, this is a yes. Good. And so this move is called leaf blowing in the breeze. And what you're gonna do as you go through it is your arm is gonna do a figure 8 movement. So one arm is gonna be down in front of your lower dantian. And as you inhale, you're gonna bring the other arm up with the wrist relaxed. And when you get to the sky, you're gonna turn the palm over and paint the sky. And then bring it down through your middle dantian with the palm facing out. And then down again. And then we come up, retracing our steps, but this time as you go through the middle dantian, the palm faces you, and then we go back up, right? So it's like a big figure 8, right? That's the top of the 8, that's the center, that's the bottom, right? Or you could think of it as a big infinity symbol standing on its end, okay? Like that. So now, to incorporate the breathing with the movements, we're gonna inhale as we're coming up, and exhale as we come down. And your lung capacity is going to dictate a lot of the movement here. If you can't maintain an inhalation the whole way up and an exhalation the whole way down, you're going to make a smaller figure 8, right? So maybe it's like this instead of the full one, okay? But don't let your body get ahead of your breath. You're going to get the most out of your Qigong practice when you coordinate the movement with the breath and your intention. So let's do this side 2 more times. So now we're exhaling. And the palm is always facing away from you except for when you come back up through the heart center. So out. Out, back up and in. And then to move to the other side, we're going to let this arm come down as this arm floats up, and we're going to paint the sky. Come down through heart center and all the way down. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, and palm faces you as you come back through heart center. Exhale, and be sure you're coming through heart center when you go through the midline. If your hand is passing in front of your face, you need to move it down. And we want to give both sides an even workout, so we're going to stay here on this side a while longer. If any of you are starting to get tired or feel like your arm is starting to burn, why don't you try that thank you technique, right? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, as earnestly as you can, and see if it changes your experience. We'll do it 2 more times on this side. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good. And come back into resting in front of the lower dantian. Take a nice deep breath. Just allow yourself to experience any energy or sensation in the palms of your hands or your body, your lower dantian. And we're going to come back to center. So you're going to shift all your weight into one leg. Inhale up. Exhale down. We always do this 3 times. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And back into Wuji. Good. And that will close out our practice for today. You might have noticed the new surroundings. This is the inside of my house. As I said before, it's been raining here, so we're a little bit prohibited from the deck right now. I'll give you a quick tour of the living room though. So this is what's supposed to be the dining area. I think we're gonna make it a music area though. And then we've got these gorgeous sliding glass doors going out to the deck. So super awesome. I'm very grateful for this new house, even with all of the stress. Try to be outside as much as possible for these, but otherwise we'll keep finding new interesting places inside of the house to have these things, okay? All right, guys, that's it for today. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week ahead. If you like this video, please hit the heart button. If you found it helpful, please share it. I want to help as many people as possible, okay? Have a wonderful week, and until next time, be well. Bye.